I'm going to adjust it here, just like we did before. I'm going to open it up a little bit. I'm going to slide it in, and I'm going to gently snug it back in, okay, until I meet just slight resistance, okay? Slight resistance. It should be able to pass through with just very subtle resistance. Okay, once I do that, I have it. I'm going to go ahead and tighten the anchor screw down. Okay, and there we go. It slides very easily. Now let me readjust that a little bit. I think I might have turned it just slightly. It takes a little bit of practice. Oh, that didn't quite do it. Okay, and I'm turning it across here, and so when it comes to the top, the point's open, great. When I come across here, it gets to the top, the point's open. Make sure those are correct. And usually you have the spark plugs out. It makes this a whole lot easier. Make sure this is correct. Now this is open a little too much. Excellent. Alrighty. So those are anchored down, and we've set our points. Last thing I want us to do is I want us to look at everything, okay, that we've done. Take this off. We're going to look at everything. We're going to inspect all our wires. The reason why is because it's a real pain if you put everything back on to pop the flywheel off again. Okay, let me back this up a little bit so everybody can. We're going to inspect all the wires. This is tucked away. The condenser wires are tucked away. The wires from the coil, both sides are tucked away. Nothing's rubbing. Our points are set. We're anchored down. We look good. Our taper is clean. I cleaned it off with a cloth. So now we're going to go ahead and put on the flywheel. Okay? Well, before we put on the flywheel, let's hook this back up. It makes it a lot easier without the flywheel in place. Okay, remember this little clip off to the side here? Okay, remember the little clip off to the side? We have the little armature plate and throttle arm controller, that little linkage. We're going to slide that back on. Okay, just like this. Okay, and then here, we're going to go ahead and place the wires. Oh, shucks. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and replace the wires back down here. Okay. All right, and then we're going to put this back on like before. Slip this back on. Alrighty. And then we're going to put this little clip back on here to secure it. And this is the little the throttle control arm that moves the armature plate linkage arm so that okay. And there's a little bit of grease in between, so it does a good job. It keeps it nice and smooth. Okay, we'll put that back here. Again, everything always goes smoother whenever you're not filming. Okay, back this up a little bit like this so you can see. And my apologies if everything's not clear, it's kind of jumpy. My other camera gave me some issues, so I'm having to use just a plain little camera, and its focusing ability is not all that grand, and its quality is not all that grand, so my apologies there. There we go. Okay, let's make sure that moves back and forth. Excellent. And so next thing we're going to do just kind of tuck this in. I'm not going to torque it down just yet until I know we're absolutely finished. Alrighty. So now we're going to put on the flywheel. Okay? What I want people to notice here, okay, this is the magnet here where my finger's at. Make sure that's nice and clean, it's not full of oil, rust, and corrosion, because that will definitely inhibit spark, okay? And then what you do is you see this little this cutout right here. That's where your fly key is going to slide into. So you're going to actually look on top. You're going to kind of eyeball it, and you're going to kind of look through one eye, kind of like you're aiming, and you're going to see the flywheel key, and you're going to lower this back down, just gently, just like that. And then, let's see, where's that little cover? I think I may have misplaced the little cover. I'll get that later. But I'm going to put the flywheel key on. I'm not going to torque it down all the way. I'm only going to put it down part of the way. And so oh, here it is. There's the ring. There we go. This ring actually protects the little cover protects the flywheel holes and anything trash from going into it. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten this slightly, okay? Now I'm going to torque this back down to 40 foot-pounds, okay? But I'm not going to do it just yet because I want to make sure I don't have to go back underneath that flywheel, okay? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just gently hand tighten it like this, okay? All I'm going to be spinning a little bit. It's not going to be running at full operating speed. So I should be good without shearing anything, okay? So at this point, I have to, the starter right here is a little loose, so I'm going to have to fix that. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to get an old-fashioned flywheel rope, okay? And I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm going to check our spark. Okay, let's see if we have spark. This is our top. Okay, this is our coil going. Our plug wire going to our top cylinder, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook it up to some metal here, just like this. Okay, and I have it set at about 1/4 of an inch, just like this. Actually, make sure that's nice and clean. Should have done this earlier, my apologies. This is an older engine that I had gotten, and since I was going to be playing with it a little bit, I decided to do a little video on the ignition. Okay, so what we're going to do, hopefully if I can pinpoint it and get everyone to see if I can get it down.